What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be talking about the Great Awakening. And this is something that I've experienced at a very young age. I mean, most people that make videos on this or just talk about it are a lot older, even just 20s and 30s. I'm only 19 right now, but I'm going to be sharing my experience on it, what I've learned these past 2 years on basically how things aren't the way they are. So the first thing I want to talk about is life, really. So for me, I don't know why I'm here. We just showed up here. They put us in school. They said, get a job, go to college, retire, get a family, the American dream, right? For me, I've always known that there was more than that because I never enjoyed school anyways. Not many people do, but I really didn't like it because the things I learned were just... I was like, there's so many more important things that we should be learning about. Because as a child, I was always so concerned about, world issues that I saw in the news and stuff about kids in Africa starving, just like things and people suffering, like animals and all that too. I was concerned about that as well, and I always wanted to do something about it. And what I learned in school really didn't serve me as much as I really wished it would. Which is okay though, because I accept that I went through that process. There's nothing I can do to take it back. It's not that I regret it, it's just the fact that, it happened. So now I really started to learn, right when I graduated in 2016, I really started to learn about myself and just see life for what it is, And then it really hit me, like these past couple of months really have been really interesting. I've just been learning so much about myself, and it's so hard to explain because so much is coming in my head. Lately I felt like I've been in a rush to wake up, even though there is no rush. You know what I mean? Why are we in a rush to do anything? Is it really that important? Depends. So I felt like I've been in a rush, like I have to do it for some reason. Because I feel like if I wake up faster, if I just realize the truth and find inner peace sooner, then I'll be able to help everyone faster. But at the same time, if I rush it, then it'll delay inner peace, is what I think it'll be doing, because I'll feel like I'm in a rush to do everything when I don't have to be. And that's one of my latest lessons I've learned. It's a really important thing that you don't need to be in a rush to do things, because it causes a lot of unnecessary stress. So that's not saying like be late to work every day, but you know what I mean. And another thing I've realized lately is I became a vegan about 10 months ago, so it's really not been that long. But like the first few months of it, I was really militant, I guess you could say, about it, is what people call me, or like really aggressive about it and pushing my values on them. And I've learned two things from that. I've learned that yes, it's bad to be really aggressive about it, because if you're being stupid and stuff, not stupid, but really aggressive and not giving them the chance to talk, then they're not going to listen to you. You know what I mean? Even if you are saying the right things, they're going to be less likely to listen to you. And then I've also learned that the truth can be really hard to spread. So even though it's the truth, it doesn't mean everybody's going to believe it. So that's something that's very important. And at the same time, the reason I'm not pushing my values on anyone anymore is because, yes, it didn't work, and secondly, because I don't believe that's the true way to spread veganism, because I believe in peace and love around the planet anyways, and so that's not the peaceful way to spread veganism anyways. Lately I've been doing better at it, and hopefully people think about going vegan, but it's okay. If they don't want to, it's their choice. There's nothing I can do about it. But And this age specifically, 19, has been so cool for me because I've learned just so much about myself. Patience and overthinking, just all these lessons. And I want to talk about overthinking real quickly because it's something that can be very, very dangerous. I read something on Instagram the other day that said overthinking creates unnecessary problems. And I was like, damn, that's true. It really does, because it's the same thing as worrying. It doesn't solve anything. It's just thinking about the future when we really don't even know what's going to happen in the future. But it's so dangerous just because it'll take away your peace at the moment. your happiness at that very moment. Like if you're having a fun time and then you overthink something, it's going to ruin it completely. So you have to be careful with that. You know, thinking too far ahead in the future can be really dangerous. So what I've done to help me is set limits. So like, even with anxiety too, like I'll look back in the past a certain limit, because I'm not fully ready to give it up yet. I'm trying, but what I'm doing is I'm setting limits. So like, let's say something happened 5 years ago and it's a bad thing. I won't look back at that. I'll look back in terms of weeks, you know what I mean? I won't look back too far. And this is something that can help you if you're just trying to stop overthinking, because trying to stop doing it all at once is not the easiest thing. And I mean, some people definitely can do that, but for me, this is something that can help you get started. So just set limits, like don't look too far back, maybe just look a little far back, if that makes sense. But don't let it destroy your happiness. Most importantly, don't let it do that. If you realize what you're thinking about is unnecessary, let it go as soon as you can, because the more you think about it, the more you're going to be upset. And the same thing goes in the future. There's nothing you can do about the past or future. You know, it happened, and the future, we don't even know what's going to happen in it. So all there is now. That's all we have right now. And it's so important to realize that, because anything is possible. Anything could happen. So worrying is unnecessary. Thinking too far ahead is unnecessary. So those are two of my latest lessons. I'm still working on it. I definitely have not mastered it. It's something that's going to take, I think, a lot more time, which is okay, because I know that if I find a solution to overthinking and anxiety, then I can use that to help everyone that hasn't, you know, or just people. I can just use that to help people that struggle with overthinking and anxiety and stuff like that. And awakening in general, I mean, this is what this video is about anyways, is just, for me, it's really realizing the truth and the power that we have. I mean, we're it, you know what I mean? We are we, if that makes any sense. Like, you can't compare yourself to other people all the time, because you're not them. You don't know what they're going through, you don't know what they are. Even if you know them really, really well, you may not even know them. You know? And so, we are the power, we are the ones that can bring happiness to ourselves. Relying on other people to bring happiness is dangerous too, because relying on acceptance from others can really put us in a trap where we don't know what to do, because we're going to keep thinking on ways to please them other than ways to please ourselves. So, you know, I think the most important thing is doing what we like and what we think is happy, other than what other people think. Even our parents, even our best friends, whatever makes you happy, just do it, because that's all that matters. Other people's approval don't mean anything. I mean, if they approve, awesome. If they don't, that's alright. It's okay. It's too bad for them. So, you know, for me, life is about happiness, because, you know, there's two feelings, really. One feeling is, oh, great, I love this. I want to keep doing this. Maybe I'll do this again. And the other feeling is, shit, I don't want to do this. I don't like this. I'm afraid. You know, it's basically fear and love. And fear is really not even real, because it's so unnecessary. Like, we really fear nothing, you know? Why do we fear anyways? That something's gonna happen to us, that we're gonna get hurt, that we're gonna die. Many reasons that we fear, but we don't need to be fearing at all. I mean, I still fear personally, but at least I know that now, that we don't need to be fearing stuff, because we don't know what's gonna happen in the future, like I said, so why are we fearing that? You know, I think it's very important to remain calm as much as possible. You know, that's just my perspective on it. I think that fear can be really dangerous, because it destroys us completely. It takes away our power. That's what fear does. It takes away the power. And I watched someone on YouTube called Infinite Waters, and he says fear stands for false evidence appearing real, and I really like that. Because what is fear? What is fear to you? So, I just think fear is just something that we don't need to be thinking about at all, if that makes any sense to you guys. And then we have love, which, you know, I don't think we can love all the time. Maybe we can, honestly. I'm still learning, like I said, so I think we could love all the time. I'm just not ready yet. I'm getting there, though. I'm getting there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. I might have a video just solely based on fear tomorrow. We'll see. Anyways, have a good day, guys.